Welcome back to another episode of Grand Tactician, the Civil War. This is the Confederate States of America campaign, the CSA campaign that we started in 1861, February 1861. Regular viewers of this channel and of the series will see that we're starting on a different screen here. And that's basically because if we look to the very bottom left corner of the screen, we are in 1.0627. Obviously, the screen has just gone really light at the bottom corner, but it's a new update basically. That came, there we are, we can see it a bit more. 1.0627. We're on episode 14. Now, this update came out yesterday and updated on Steam. This is the beta version of the 1.06 patch that will be released at some point on a full public release. Now, anybody can get access to the beta release. You just do it through your Steam settings. It's not some special magical YouTube thing. Anybody can have this. But anyway, so that's beside the point. So the patch came out yesterday, and I fired the game up and quickly simulated a month or so of game time, just to see how stable the new version of the patch is. Because sometimes when this comes out, it causes big problems. And immediately upon pressing play yesterday, it caused a big problem. So I'm going to load this in from where we left off the campaign last time. Not where I simulated it up to. Like, I didn't fight any battles or anything. I literally just simulated to see what the economy does. But I'm going to load it back up exactly where we left it off last time. So I'll just press continue scenario. It's May the 23rd, 2022, which is precisely where we left off in the previous episode, episode 13. And we'll go from there and see what happens. See if the same thing happens again. If it does, I'll tell you what it was. Right. So I'm going to click continue scenario. It's going to load in, and we'll start the campaign. Or just as a little aside, as we're loading in here, I'd just like to say thanks to people who've come and subscribed to this channel. We've now hit 200 subscribers, and that's awesome. I'm really pleased that more people are tuning in and watching the content, and I hope you're all enjoying it. And hello and welcome to everyone, basically, whether you're new or not new. I appreciate anyone who takes time to watch these videos. And while I'm on the subject, I always plug his channel, but you should go and check out Bram's channel. He has some awesome content, and I'll link him in the description. I'm sure he'll have a word or two to say about this new update as well when it comes out. Now, I'm not going to rant about it. I'm not going to complain about it. We'll just see. We'll see what happens with it. I mean, a lot of the changes in the new update are financial. So yeah, I won't just instantly complain about everything here, but like some of the changes they've made, you know, I just don't know. Alright, yeah, so that's more like it. So, so we're June the 1st, 1862. We just fought a battle at this place up here. Was it Pappinsville or something like that? It was a strange kind of name. Yeah, Pappinsville, that's right. And we sent this army running, basically. And somebody pointed out something pretty cool from in the comments, and that is that both commanders were from New York. I hadn't even realised that Smith was a New Yorker, but yes, he is. He's a New Yorker. So, well done, Eagle Eyes. But yeah, so that's great. Anyway, but before we get started here, I just want to say that this video will be chaptered. So if you don't want to listen to any of this stuff about the new patch or whatever, then, you know, just skip past it and go to where you want to. Basically, finances have changed a lot. Things are more expensive now. A fort is back up to a cost of $21 million. So fort building is pretty much a no-no. And there's some other financial changes, and we're going to be hit with financial problems straight away. So when I ran this through, right, I'm going to press play now just to see if it works the same way. Okay, we're going to press play. Maybe it's not. Well, time's running. Okay, so when I fired this up yesterday, immediately a newspaper article came up that said the Union's credit rating had crashed. So maybe that's not the case here. Maybe that was just an anomaly yesterday. And yesterday when I ran this, I ran it for about a month, right? And the national morale tanked down to about 80. That private wealth at the bottom went to minus, I can't remember, minus 13, minus 16, something like that. And it was basically taking a massive hit on our national morale, but maybe that's okay. So I'm just going to crack on with the campaign. We'll just see what happens. It might be all fine. So we're pulling out Cheatham's forces, and we're pulling out the Reserve Corps. So we're pulling out Northwest Missouri. We don't need to be up there. It's not sustainable. They've got too many troops up there to really face. They've got 27,000 there. And, I mean, I know we just defeated this army, but still, it's another 5,000. And this northwest corner it's not feasible to hold. There's not enough supply up here, so I've burnt down the supply depot and I'm pulling these guys out. So while we're at it, I'll just give a quick overview. So we're on the offensive in Missouri. We're kind of on the offensive here in the western part of Tennessee. We've forced Tennessee to secede. We've got troops sitting under Johnston at Covington. We've got the Engineer Corps at Louisville. And we've got our main force under Hardee right here at Hartford. We fought battles all along there. And we're still holding a defensive line in Virginia, and that's staying the same. But yeah, so this newspaper article hasn't come up. However, his national morale is at 45. I don't know. Confederate major advantage now. It's possible that this update is going to mess up the AI, basically. This is what happened when there was a big update in a Union campaign I was playing. But, I mean, we'll see. Let's see. I'm going to let time go. I'm actually going to force march him out of there. Something else that's changed as well is the depot structure. So a small depot like this used to cost less than it does now. Now it's quite expensive at 5 million or so. But they also serve more troops. Let's just have a quick look. So Donaldson's Corps, right? He's in range of that small depot, and that has a supply capacity of 32,000 men. That used to be 6,000 men. So that opens up the possibility of having to have way less supply depots. So I'm building a second one here because it was quicker to build a second one than to upgrade this one to the second size, but we don't need that anymore because these cover 32,000 men now. But, you know, I'm already building it, so what can I do? Plus, we're going to have quite a substantial number of troops up here. I'm going to move Van Dorn up as well while we're at it. This is our Army of Mississippi, and we're going to go on an offensive right here. In addition, I'm going to push Hardee up to take Evansville and hope he can stay in some sort of supply. Probably can't, but we'll see. Let's see how that goes. We're going to have to build a depot up here as well, because otherwise you're not going to have any supply up here. So there you go, 5.8 million to build a depot. There we are. So this came up immediately yesterday when I pressed play. A financial crisis, and look, our national morale is starting to go down. This is the first time in ages it's gone down. The private wealth option at the bottom there, the private wealth toggle, sorry, at the bottom is on -233. So that's gone down from where it started. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. Treaty of Saigon is French stuff. Alright, so we've got Smith back here. And he should be in range of supply, but he's not. Let's pull him back to here, and then he can definitely resupply. These guys should be fine, because this is a large depot here. Oh, we've got a lot of people arriving. Hardee at destination, Pillow at destination. No, it's just these guys marching around. So apart from artillery ammunition, which we're always short of here in this Trans-Mississippi, we've actually got lots of things in this depot. So this is a large depot. Let's see how many men that I can actually supply now. So that could supply 95,000 men. Yeah, so Smith's resupplied. And just while I'm at it, I've switched this around a little bit. So Wheeler was a brigade commander in Smith's division. Smith's Corps, sorry. He's now a division commander because he's done really well and his stats are like outstanding, as you can see. Breckinridge as well, I've bumped him up to brigadier general. He doesn't look quite as good, but he did a good job. He was in charge of a battery. But I've bumped him up. So there's now 2 divisions of infantry, like 2 small divisions, and an artillery battery in this reserve corps. Let's just have a quick look at the weapons we've got. I don't think we've got anything available just yet. We do have some on order. Springfield muskets, I mean, the report muskets are better than that. Yeah, nothing much really. And so we're going down to 97. So how do we stop the plunge, basically? What's causing this? Let's have a look. I mean, it is private wealth. Like you can see that's gone down even further, minus 4.57. So how do we stop this plunge? How do we get more support? How do we increase private wealth? I wonder if the print notes will help. That'll be done in 1.7 days. We'll see. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Yes, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure how to fix this. I suppose. Let's see. Maybe if we build things like brickworks, I really don't know, farms, foundries, ironworks, factories. I mean, factories might produce goods for people. I'm not sure. Where workers manufacture items to operate machines, which process each item into another. Factories must produce everything needed by the population. Food, the textiles. I don't know. Let's have a look at the workforce area. And let's build a few factories, because we do actually need them. I mean, it's high priority. Market influence as well. So, you can see we've got quite a few markets on the coast. A few kicking around here. They're supposed to increase transport capacity and help supply move around. Which they seem to be doing. Actually, supply looks fine, actually. And it's even getting better in Missouri. We need some supply up into this northeastern section of Kentucky. But other than that, we're looking pretty good, actually, for supply. But supply is not what I'm looking for. Support. Obviously, support's good everywhere. So, production and demand. Coal is in demand. Oh, it's iron ore, actually, sorry. Now, I don't know. Lead, wood, iron. So we need everything up in Kentucky, really. So we've got lots of iron here. Huh. Provisions. So we do have oversupply in lots of areas, but undersupply as well. Rice, food, coffee, wood. But then we've got stacks of wood just down the road. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so workforce. So we've got plenty of workforce around this region here. Pulaski. Is it Huntsville? Yeah, Huntsville, Waynesboro. Maybe we can go and we can build like a couple of factories here. Let's do that. Let's build one here. That's 22 million. So we can't just spam these. We'll do 2. Alright, I'm going to build one on this side of Jackson. Right, that was actually 23 million. Alright, so that's a couple of factories. We also needed lumber, and I'm pretty sure fertility for wood is like, it's high everywhere. So we're going to knock out a lumber mill. Let's do it here, near Memphis. Alright, 8.8 million. So that's going to have to do for now. And we'll see what that does. And then obviously we've got our print money policy as well, which is going to come through, which I don't know if that's going to make any difference to private wealth. Let's find out. Like I say, this might well absolutely tank the game and, you know, cause it to be unplayable, basically. But, I mean, I hope not. But it may. So we're back in supply here. So, yeah, we've printed the notes. Inflation expected to soar. Public wealth plummeting. All right, so actually this is the opposite. We're straight down to 96. Yeah, so that's not good at all. 5.43. Yeah, so I don't really know how to fix this. I've dropped some of these funding options quite substantially, but it hasn't made much difference. Wealth low. The average income per capita, low unemployment rates, and high levels of consumer goods support high personal incomes, and therefore high income tax revenues, but we haven't got income tax. The economy's in recovery. Obviously, we're really struggling with with the economy. We're 1.5 billion on expenses. But yeah, so I don't know how to stop this plummet, but I mean, let's see what happens with it. We've taken Evansville. Construction complete. Let's see what that is. The Jackson Depot 2 right now. We didn't even need that. Like I say, I put that out before. Oh, and we've got a policy, of course. I'm going to go with blockade running. So plenty of supply down here. Once Zolkov is finished with this, we're going to push up here and we're going to see if we can take Cairo. So again, this might be a slightly slower episode than usual. Just because I need to see what's going on with these new these new things. I'm going to move the pioneers down here. We're going to build some telegraph poles, and I'm going to see if I can run that through the Cumberland Gap to connect this up. We used to have like a U shape. Now we've kind of got a messy shape for the telegraph lines. I'm going to shift the Florida Corps up just to here, and I'm going to see if I can build telegraph lines again. Maybe connect this up with Columbus and then down to Vicksburg and see what's what. So Smith's Reserve Corps is refitted and got men in it now. In terms of available forces, we're pretty low, 26,000. We do have 8,600 in North Carolina and 3,500 in Kentucky. So we could raise a couple of brigades, but I'm going to leave that for now. Our morale is still plummeting. We're down to 95 now. We do have a few things getting ready here. So ironworks. I'm sure I've secured up a few more factories as well. I'm going to upgrade this factory. I'm going to knock out a brickworks down here. So we've got some scandal going on here. There's not a lot happening in Virginia. Not a lot at all. We've actually got enough Springfield rifle muskets to give out some, so let's do that. I'm going to transfer some of these guys out. Do a little bit of reorganizing here of the Virginia army, so I haven't really done that much with these guys. Jackson's Corps is pretty well armed. Right. We've got 12,500 men here in the Army of the Northwest, and I'm tempted to push on Marietta, Ohio. We're plummeted down to 93. So yeah, the private wealth is still plummeting down. Right, how do I fix the private wealth problem? Am I missing something obvious? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so Blanchard is in place. Let's go ahead and knock up a telegraph pole if we can. Actually, so is that already connected down here? Let's find out. It doesn't look like it is. Well, I mean, it's got them dotted lines like it is, but like the guys down here don't have the little emblem. Let's see what happens after we build that. Oh, so the prison camp looks different now as well, the picture for it. It says we've got no prisoners in there, so how can that be? We've taken lots of prisoners lately. Parole prisoners, upgrade, no. Is there a way I can see my prisoners overall now? That would be interesting. I don't think so. I can't even remember where the other prison camps are. I think have we got one near Little Rock? I'm just going to check it out. Whoops. Map's got all funny. Oh yeah, we did. Empty. Where are all the prisoners? No idea. Right, let's let some time go by. Oh, we've got a policy. Send envoys. Improve relations with the Europeans, but well, I don't think we're going to get European intervention, so it kind of seems pointless. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the send envoys for now. Maybe we'll come back to it, but I don't know. What I really want to do is stop this plummeting problem, but I don't really know how. Do we invest a little less in this, maybe? I'm going to invest a little less in diplomacy. I don't know how much difference that's going to make, in all honesty, but let's try it. Slavery prohibited in the territories. U.S. Congress to regulate slavery. Okay. I don't know if that makes any difference to our morale or setup or anything like that. State support still good everywhere. We've got 100 in pretty much everywhere. Slow this down. We've got a bunch of things ready. Construction completed. Watery Bridge Ironworks in North Carolina. And the Murfreesboro Ironworks. So we've got a couple of new ironworks. I think I've seen that getting built around here somewhere. Oh, I don't know. It's difficult to see these things. Plus, I can't remember where the place is, so that doesn't help either. Okay. The union's printing notes, so they're obviously also working on their morale problems. Their morale's at 39. We're on 91 now. And it's still plunging down. Florida Core. Oh, yeah. Economy alerts. Actually, let's have a look at this. So we're not producing enough coffee. We're not producing enough food. We're not producing enough gunpowder. We're not producing enough iron ore. We're not producing enough lead. We're not producing enough leather, textiles, machine parts, or rice. So this is obviously can't be helping. Ineffective company. Catherine Furnace in Virginia. Waco Farms, Texas. Dallas Farms, Texas. Farms in Texas. And Jones, whatever that is. So let's take a look. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of changes and a lot of things that need work. On my end. Transport bottlenecks. Not sure. So I think a lot of the problems here is the food production side of things. Oh, yeah. So actually, let's just pause this a second. We've got shortages all over the place. In fact, we've got lots of spare Lots of spare stuff over here in the east. Spare salt and coal. What's that other thing? Is it just salt as well? I'm not sure. But food, we seem to be lacking a lot. Crops. Yeah, niter, forage, crops. Crops. We're short on crops everywhere. Right. Okay, so if crops are short, let's just check fertility for crops. So we've got real nice fertility down here, but probably transport problems, I would think. Why don't we try and we'll build a farm down here. I mean, these things are expensive as hell. But if we need them, then, you know, but actually we only have medium priority. Very expensive. Very expensive, so maybe this is not the place for them. I mean, we could build them all the way out here, but there's no transport. And probably no real workforce either. I don't know if... I don't really know. Where else is fertile for crops? Let's have a look. I mean, up the Mississippi, obviously. Right. Let's build a farm here. How do we get rice? Do we get rice with a farm? Or do we get rice with a plantation? I mean, a farm, surely. I'm not entirely sure. We don't need plantations, it says. Well, low priority. Salt works, low priority. Factories, lumber mills, iron works, and foundries, farms, brickworks. We've got a few brickworks queued up. I don't want to go spamming too many farms because I don't really know. Hardy's out of supply there. So I'm going to build a depot at Evansville because this will be a nice place to push up into the north. Trade deals. So we'll get more profit from trade deals. We'll get British rifles as well. Actually, that might be handy. Get some Enfields. Let's do trade deals. More profit has got to be a good thing because our credit rating is not amazing. Let's do that. And that's going to take our level right up. And maybe if the civil order one comes up, we'll take that. That's got to help, hasn't it? So we get 45% bonus on the trade deals. I think it's taking a long time. We're in July the 1st. Some background news, I think, yeah. Let's have a quick look at this. We've got a bit of a dodgy thing here. Our credit rating... The current rating of our nation is BBB, which is mediocre, so it's not great. Our debt remained unchanged compared to the last month. Currently, our liabilities amount to $110 million. The current economy cycle is recovery. The wealth of our population is low and decreasing compared to the previous month. Tax revenues have increased. 5 buildings were constructed last month. 1 brickworks, 1 farm, 1 lumber mill, 2 factories. Total export volume, 74 million. Well, 761 million worth of goods was imported. Average corporate production over the last 3 months was 18 million, a change of minus 6 million compared to previous. Our economy lacks flour, wool, transport ships. No overproduction of products is affected, maybe? I'm not sure. Right. So we've got this organised blockade running. I don't know if that's going to make any difference. Well, we've got some buildings finished as well. Let's see what it is. Memphis Lumber Mills. Columbus Depot. What's that here? Oh, yeah, that's here. So hopefully this will get some things in it now. It's got some stuff in it. So Zolokov should get supply. And we can go on a little offensive. Since we made a farm here, I wonder if it'd be handy to make a mill right next to it. We'll try. All things ready. Covington Depot. New Orleans brickwork. So we've got another brickworks done here. Oh, we need policy as well, of course. Tariff Act, is that going to help? It will protect the nation's own industries because there will be fewer competing products on the market. Well, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be much we can do here to do much in terms of morale booster. We're on private wealth minus 14. Something's got to be done here. Relations with the Europeans would take a hit of 10, but we're not going to get intervention. Let's try that. Civil order. Okay, I'm going to... let's see. Finance the internal security. Citizens will react to news from the front lines as well as decisions made by the government when support for the warfare starts to waver. Negative effects like Ryan and draft dodging will increase among the common people. Not sure. I'm going to try it anyway. See if it makes any difference. It probably won't. Okay, so we're just about ready to start this offensive in this area. But I want to have a look at these troops first before we do anything. Have we got cavalry? Yes, we have. We've got the Frank Wessons. We've got the Burnside carbines. The Richmonds are still on order. But let's go. We'll arm some of these guys with some better weapons. I mean, they're not amazing, obviously, but they're better than those mixed muskets. Mixed cavalry weapons. He's already got Springfield musketoons. Cool. Just going to form these up into a cavalry division. I know it's only 2 little units, but still. Makes it a bit easier to control. And let's give him a weapon. Hey, you can have those. So we've got almost 50,000 men available here. Very, very poorly armed. Except for the Cav now. The artillery's okay. Got no rifles. I wanted to give them some rifles, but we've only got 14. I'm not going to order more either because we haven't got much money. I'm going to upgrade some of these weapons. Well, I was going to, but we haven't got any. Oh, we've got 10,000 Augustin rifles and some Springfield muskets. I'm going to give these out, so I'll be back when I've done that. Alright then, so I've equipped them as best as I could. Let's have a quick go through them. Augustins, mixed, Augustin, Springfield muskets, mixed muskets, mixed muskets, mixed muskets. Mississippi rifles for those guys, they already had them. Augustin rifle musket, mixed muskets, Springfield muskets, mixed. Springfield. So yeah, pretty poorly armed. Zolikov, as called, got no rifle troops at all. But I've got nobody to put in there with rifles, so it's going to have to do. For now. We've got a few thousand on order. We've got 10,000 Richmond rifles, but they're still going to be another 70 days. Fayettevilles as well, 5,000 them. This is still going to be 50 days, so still a long way off before any of these to come. I'm going to order another 10,000 Lawrence rifles. Expensive, but we're going to need them. Alright then, so we're going to have an offensive into Illinois. We're going to see if we can capture Cairo, Illinois, basically. So let's bring up our men. The plan I'm going to have here, I'm going to send Van Dorn's corps to come up around this way. We're going to bring the other 2 corps right here, and we're going to push. And let's see how that goes. While we're at it, actually, I'm going to have a quick look at the Navy. So we've got some things ready here. New Orleans squadron looking pretty powerful as well. The Charleston squadron's the one I want to put these sloops into. Nice. So we're just waiting on this frigate, and then this is a pretty decent fleet, I would say. Half decent anyway. I'm going to send the New Orleans squadron up the river. I'm going to send them up to Cairo. Ooh. He's actually coming down here. Looks like we're going to have another fight in Missouri. Just going to move these guys up so if we can get a bit closer. That's obviously desirable. I'm going to switch him to defensive stance. Not sure how much difference that's going to make, but we're doing it if they can do it in time. Department of the West. And oh, so this is going to be another huge battle. So if we can beat him there, I mean it's an if obviously because it's going to be difficult. If we can beat him here and kick him out of Paducah, not Paducah, Cairo, then that's going to be surely a problem for him. But whichever combat comes, I think it's going to be for the next episode. This has gone on quite a while with me talking about the national morale. Has that gone up a bit? Was that 87 before? I want to say it was, but I don't know if it was. Obviously, I'll find out when I edit the video, but I think that's gone up. Yeah, these guys aren't even going to get their orders on time. We're fully supplied, in good condition. Let's just have a quick look. Let's check these guys out. James's, Napoleon's, howitzers. One unit of howitzers won't harm, I guess. Oh, but we do have cavalry weapons now as well. We can get rid of some of these mixed cavalry weapons. Don't have many, sadly. But he's already got Springfield musketoons. Burnside carbine now. We've actually got enough to equip them all. So that's at least something. Plains rifle, Lawrence rifle. These guys are reasonably well equipped because we've been doing quite a lot of fighting with them. Actually, they're pretty well equipped. Almost all got rifles in Price's Corps. Frost's division is new. And they've nearly all got mixed muskets. Damn it. I've got nothing to give out to them either. Not even enough Springfield muskets. We've got 2,300 Augustin muskets, which is not going to be enough for any of these guys, I don't think. No. Nope. We'll just have to make do with what we've got. Yeah, we're armed okay. We'll be okay, I think. I mean, depends how the battle goes. But we'll be facing them with the 35,500 men initially, anyway. So we are pulling in closer. So, and his 43rd Army's coming as well. That's another 16,000 men at least. This is going to be another huge battle in Missouri. It's still not showing Bragg is connected to the telegraph, but he should be, surely. Well, it's not even coming up that we can build it. There's no line connecting it or anything like that. He's in range. Oh. Well, I clicked it and he's building it. Let's see what happens with it. So given Beauregard's Trans-Mississippi Army field telegraph. Minus 10% to order delays. I don't know if that's on the battlefield or on the campaign map or both. So I think he probably knows that he needs to get a military victory here. He needs to get some wins under his belt. His national morale is back to 40. I think ours is stabilised at 88, but I mean, don't quote me on that. What's he got here? Army of Mississippi, 26,000 men. I mean, we could push up with him. He's got no food. That makes things more difficult if you've got nothing to eat. I'm tempted to push over and take Cincinnati. But for now, actually we've got 100% support in Maryland. So all our guys are well trained. And all our guys are supplied. Let's let this go. We'll see this battle come up. Yeah, there we are. So another monster of a battle. We're slightly outnumbered, but you know, it's not bad. Arkansas District should be on the field. It's Pillow's men. Cheatham's Missouri District should be on the field as well. The Reserve Corps should be 2 hours. And the Trans-Mississippi Army, that's just Beauregard. Says 13 hours, but I suspect he'll start on the field. Usually that happens, but we'll see. So this is going to be a nice, huge battle. Another huge battle. It's kind of the reverse of what's happened historically. We're having the massive battles out here in Missouri and nothing happening in Virginia at all. Nothing at all. So it's all about Beauregard and the Trans-Mississippi. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to leave it here for now. I'm not going to play this battle in this episode because it's already gone on quite long. We've been looking at the new features basically in this episode and what it means for the campaign. Now, if you have any answers to the questions I was asking throughout this video, then do drop them in the comments. I will read them all. But for now, I'm going to leave it here. We'll fight this battle in the next episode. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, do please leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. And I'll catch you in the next one, hopefully. Have a great day. See you later. Ta-ra for now.